A shocking development here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Ricky Rudd, who came in 33rd in owner points, crashed in qualifying yesterday and missed the field, prompting many questions about NASCAR's provisional system. As we mentioned before the break, tonight's Coca-Cola Racing Family 600 will not feature one of the Coca-Cola Racing Family drivers, Ricky Rudd. On the front row, we do have another Coke driver, Tony Stewart, alongside his teammate Sterling Marlin. Marlin starting from pole. Marlin is also one of 5 drivers competing for the Winston Noble $5 million bonus tonight, a group that also includes Las Vegas winner Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, we can see Dale can pull off another $1 million. Of course, he won that in Las Vegas. That'd be big for him. As we mentioned before, Ricky Rudd missed the field tonight. A lot of controversy about that. Adam Petty will also drive the number 44 car, as his father Kyle made the race. He did not. Speaking of people who did make the race, Ron Fellows here had a great run in Winston last week. Will make his second start of the season. He's 9th in the Busch points right now. We look at the front of this field right now at Sterling Marlin and Tony Stewart. See 3 teammates, Marlin, Stewart, Irwin. Starting 1, 2, 3 once again. These Ganassi cars are just absolute rockets right now in the qualifying session.
Pace car headed down pit road. This field ready to contest NASCAR's longest night, the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Coming to the green, Marlin gets them started.
Good start for both those guys on the front row. They're pretty even. They come down the front stretch for the first time. We'll see as they go through turns 1 and 2 here. It looks like Sterling gets the advantage over Tony. Although look at this, Kenny Irwin, who started 3rd, is now already going to the inside of that 40 car.
Teammates Irwin and Marlin side by side down the backstretch. We go on board with Irwin through turns 3 and 4. It looks like he's going to clear Marlin off of turn 4 and lead this first lap. Oh, and we got contact there between teammates Stewart and Marlin. Marlin off the road. Marlin merges back on the track, although, caution is out. We got a big crash behind the leaders here. We got Ted Musgrave involved, the 23 of Buckshot Jones, and yeah, just absolute chaos coming through the quad oval there for the first time.
Look at this, though. Marlin was able to merge back into second place. Let's see what happened to him here. So, yeah, he gets kind of clipped by Stewart into Mark Martin, and that actually hitting Mark is kind of what saved Sterling from going around there. And then he's just able to merge back onto the track right behind his teammate.
So coming back to the green here, the field with a few less cars in it than the initial start of the race. They chip, this Coca-Cola 600 really is a test of survival.
Isn't it? Yeah, they say you got to finish the race to be able to win the race. And clearly Ted Musgrave, Buckshot Jones did not know that. Like calling a restart here, we see the 3 Ganassi cars. Single file 1 through 3, led by Kenny Irwin here. Looks like that first side-by-side is back there for the 4th position.
Irwin drifts up the track a little bit. His teammate Marlin takes a look to the inside, but is not able to make any more progress as Irwin continues to lead here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. We see there Steve Park in that 1 car up to 4th position, followed by Jeff Burton.
Marlin with another look here to the inside of Irwin. Let's see, nope, still can't get anything out of that. We see Park coming into view there in the back a little bit. Once again, Marlin going for that clean air. Looks like it's going to work this time. He and Irwin will be side by side off of turn 4.
And the 3 Ganassi cars absolutely under a blanket right now. Tony Stewart looking to push his teammate past Irwin. As we mentioned earlier, Steve Park is up to that 4th position, the highest non-Dodge and the highest non-Ganassi car. We also see Kevin Harvick, another Chevrolet, behind Steve Park. He's currently the highest rookie in NASCAR's longest night as Tony Stewart goes to the inside of his teammate Sterling Marlin. The 3 Ganassi cars are going to lead 3 consecutive laps, 3 different drivers, as Tony Stewart leads them back to the stripe here in that Target Dodge.
Of course, Tony was not in this race last year. He won a Indianapolis 500 with Target last year and did not run the 600, so it's cool to see him out front in the 600 now that he said he's retired from the Indy 500 after winning it last year.
We've heard, though, some interest in his teammate, Kenny Irwin Jr., who looks to the inside of him here, that Kenny Irwin, who's from Indiana, like Tony, might want to run the Indianapolis 500 in a future year. So, let's see, Chip Ganassi owns teams in both NASCAR and the kart series, so he might be able to make that happen. That's who Tony Stewart competed with last year. As these Chip Ganassi drivers continue to go at it at the front, Irwin led that lap, and now Marlin once again looking to the inside of Irwin, although he's got help from Steve Park, who has caught this group.
Yeah, they've been battling out with each other so much. That's allowed Steve to reel him in here. Steve looking to the inside of Tony, looking to the inside of Kenny now, as Sterling continues to lead this 600. What to see, Ken? He crashed the Ganassi party up front.
Marlin still leading. His teammate Irwin still in second, but Tony Stewart has fallen back a bit. We see Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Dave Blaney have gotten past Stewart. Greg Biffle in that 97 car also looking to the inside. We got a little contact there off of turn 4 as we're going to go 3 wide for second place here. Blaney to the inside of the 2 beer wagons, Marlin and Earnhardt. Oh, and we got trouble here. It looks like Biffle got his teammate, actually, Mark Martin, once again involved in a controversy on the front stretch.
Yeah, Mark was in that earlier crash that nearly took out Sterling Marlin. And yeah, now his teammate Greg Biffle involved. We see they did not make it back to the stripe before that caution, so Irwin is going to be the race leader here. Yeah, Tony's fallen back quite a bit there to the 6th position as his 2 Ganassi teammates, the 2 that are eligible for the No Bull $5 million bonus, are out front.
And here they come down the pit lane now. Irwin going to lead them down. We see most of these drivers have pit stalls near the pit exit, so it's going to be a while until they get to their pit stalls. It looks like Blaney's going to be the first one out of the leaders to hit his. Expect 4 tires all around. It's going to be a long, grueling night here, a long ways to go, so they're definitely going to want to have those 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles.
Marlin gets down to first pit stall. Let's see if that is enough of an advantage for him to beat Irwin off of the pit road. Looks like Earnhardt Jr. and Blaney are the first 2 out. Here comes Irwin. Looks like they're holding Marlin on fuel a little bit. Going to be kind of a slow stop for him. Going to put him back a ways, but maybe that'll pay off over the long run here.
Yes, we see Marlin now deep in this field outside of the top 10 coming to the restart, but he has a fast car. Can he make his way back up there as his teammate Kenny Irwin Jr. leads them back to the green?
Well, we see lap cars there, Joe Nemechek and Dale Jarrett. Man, Robert Yates Racing Visible Weekend continues. They had 1 car miss the show yesterday, and now their other cars are lapped down. But Chip Ganassi's great weekend continues. Kenny Irwin leads there. And we look behind him, we got Dave Blaney in second. Earnhardt Jr. drops down behind that lap car, Dale Jarrett, trying to see if he can maybe get around Blaney on the inside there. But Irwin is just absolutely pulling away from this field right now, so those lap cars are holding up the other lead lap cars right there.
Kenny Irwin still leading. His teammate Tony Stewart back up to the 2nd position. We see Steve Park takes a look to the inside of Stewart for that 2nd spot. And Sterling Marlin, despite starting all the way back outside the top 10 there on the restart, had the long pit stop, he has battled his way back to 4th place as the 2 Ganassi teammates once again side by side for the lead. Here comes Stewart to the inside of his fellow Indiana native Irwin.
Yeah, and sort of like when Park caught these guys earlier, it looks like the battle for the lead is going to allow that 4th place car, Marlin, to sort of reel him back in here a little bit. Park will follow Stewart through down the backstretch there. Here comes Marlin looking to the inside of his teammate Irwin, trying to make a pass for the 3rd position.
Once again, Stewart did not compete in the Coca-Cola 600 last year due to the Indianapolis 500. What a redemption arc that would be for him to win this race. He's also the most recent winner at Charlotte Motor Speedway when he won the UAW GM Quality 500 back in October.
I don't know, though. I think we all got to watch out for this 40 car. Defending Winston Cup champion. He's up to 3rd place, taking a look to the inside of Steve Park for the 2nd position. Tony's got to watch out if Sterling gets to the inside of Steve Park. I think getting set back on that restart kind of lit a fire under him, and he is rolling right now as he side by side with Park. Looks like he's going to clear him into turn 1.
Chip Ganassi Racing is absolutely dominated tonight. We see Park gets the wall a little bit off the corner. That makes them 1, 2, 3 again. Meanwhile, now in the 4th position is rookie Kurt Busch. He's had an absolutely phenomenal night. His best career finish so far is a 4th place run at Richmond a few weeks ago. He's looking to tie that again right now. Been a great qualifier this year with 3 poles, has just not got the finishes. As that Ganassi trio continues to lead here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, Sterling Marlin near the back bumper of his teammate Tony Stewart. What a comeback for him. He's been driven off the road. He's had slow pit stops, but now As we near the close of NASCAR's longest night, he potentially could come away with the big prize and $1 million bonus.
Yep, here he goes to the inside of Tony. Looks like it's going to be almost no contest. He's already side by side with that 41 car. Looks like Sterling's going to clear him. And now he is once again leading here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, as now his teammate Kenny Irwin's going to follow him through as well. So we got those two No Bull 5 contenders there, running 1-2 here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Can Tony Stewart regroup? Meanwhile, we see Mark Martin is still running here in the top 10 after he's had a couple of altercations on the front stretch.
You know, I keep telling you, Bill, just wreck people with race strategy.
Under 5 laps to go here at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Sterling Marlin has managed to pull away a bit, but he has a new second-place challenger, Matt Kenseth. And that 31 car, another No Bull $5 million bonus contender. He has finished top 5 in both of his Coca-Cola 600 starts, including a win in his rookie year 2 years ago. Looking to make that 3 in a row with top 5s and potentially 2 for 3 with a win.
Yeah, we looked there up at Sterling, say, can Matt get anything done here? He's running out of time, but he certainly has a fast car right now. We think Sterling maybe burned up his stuff a bit, and yeah, this could be mighty interesting here as they come down the back straightaway. Marlin
now rounding turn 4 and heading back towards the home stretch. Does Kenseth have enough time to make something happen? We come to the white flag here.
Yeah, Matt's got a fast car. I just don't think there's enough time left. There's only 1 lap to go. We'll see here, though. He chases them through turns 1 and 2. But yeah, Sterling's got clear track in front of him. I think he's just going to drive away with this thing.
Sterling Marlin, as we mentioned earlier, on lap 1, had an altercation with Mark Martin and Tony Stewart, went through the grass, had a slow pit stop, but against all that adversity has managed to come back and is going to win on NASCAR's longest night and be $1 million richer. Sterling Marlin wins the Coca-Cola 600 and the Winston No Bull 5 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Yeah, that was a great performance for Sterling. Moves on to second in points. So his teammate Tony Stewart takes the points lead. Bobby Hamilton, the previous points leader, drops down to third place. 4 Dodges now, all 1 through 4 in the points.
At Dover International Speedway, 2 Chevrolets on the front row. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Terry Labonte. 2 Fords on our second row, Kurt Busch and Mark Martin, with Jason Leffler, the first Pontiac, there on the third row. Say one of the starters we're definitely going to be looking at today is the 28 of Ricky Rudd. He's back in the field today after missing last week. NASCAR said they are looking at their provisional system and ways to revise it, but said they will not make any changes immediately.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I mean, obviously you don't want good cars going home, but it does make qualifying exciting. So, but you know, especially Rudd finished third in owner points last year and driver points, so having him miss a show was certainly shocking last week. So we're happy to have him back in the field. Too bad about his consecutive start streak, but probably wasn't going to catch Dale Earnhardt for that Ironman anyway as he continues to wrap that up. Speaking of Earnhardts, here comes Dale Earnhardt Jr. to lead them to the green here at the Dover International Speedway.
Earnhardt and Terry Labonte take the green flag. We are racing in the MB&A Platinum 400. Good start there for Mark Martin. He gets to the inside of Terry Labonte, kind of shot out of a cannon there from that 4th starting position. Managed to get to 2nd there on the restart.
Yeah, it looks like his teammate Kurt Busch kind of let him in line there a little bit. As Mark now potentially going to be looking at the lead here pretty shortly. Dale Jr. is going to get those 5 bonus points to lead the first lap, but you better watch out for that 6th car in the rearview mirror.
Mark Martin really hugs the bottom there off of turn 2. In fact, that's going to allow him to get side by side with Earnhardt Jr. down the backstretch. And almost no contest. Earnhardt Jr. is just going to let him go. Mark Martin takes the lead here at Dover.
Well, yeah, he probably didn't want to get driven into the grass by Mark like he did last week.
Oh, come on, Chip. That was just 1 week.
Yeah, hey, you know what? You never know. Maybe Mark Martin's decided to start being a first driver.
Oh, we got trouble behind the leaders here. 2 Pontiacs. We got the 14 of Mike Skinner there, the 27 of Stacy Compton. And, oh, the 96 there, Robbie Gordon got into the car there right in front of the leader. Mark Martin was very lucky not to get caught up in that. He does win the race back to the caution. And Mark Martin, followed by Matt Kenseth in the 31 and Dave Blaney in the 21, lead them down pit road. We see some lap cars, Tony Stewart and Ken Schrader there staying out to get the wave around. It's going to be interesting here. Mark Martin's got that big gap between the other cars coming onto pit road, so that should allow him to easily exit with the race lead.
Yeah, I want to see if there's any jostling for positions behind Mark. Yeah, that big gap will definitely help him getting out of the pits here, as 4 tires were expected all around for everybody. We see Dale Jr., pole sitter there, and number 1 pit stall. Mark is already out. Here comes Kenseth. Can anybody beat him out? Yeah, he's going to beat.
And green flag once again in the air here as lap cars. Kenny Wallace, Tony Stewart to the inside of Mark Martin. He's going to easily pass them on this restart. Kenseth looking at that higher line, although maybe not so easy for Mark Martin here coming off of turn 2. Stewart's at least going to put up a fight. That keeps Martin on that outside line heading into turns 3 and 4. And actually it looks like Dave Blaney's going to try to use that lap car. Kenny Wallace as a pick, going to take Mark Martin 3 wide, and Blaney is going to lead us back to the stripe here.
Well, see, it looks like Kenseth's going to try to follow Blaney through there to the inside of Kenny Wallace. Now, Tony Stewart giving Blaney a little bit of trouble here up front, although now he's going to get to the inside of Stewart and has clear track in front of him.
Looks like Kenseth did clear the 55 there. Mark Martin has fallen back quite a bit now. Kurt Busch got past him. Now also fellow rookie Kevin Harvick looking to make a move here. And Mark Martin's teammate Jeff Burton, followed by Steve Park there, also trying to get positions on him. The race leader potentially going to be all the way back to 7th place. And look at this, rookie Kurt Busch had a great career run last week at Lowe's Motor Speedway. And now, usually another career run today as he's gotten up to the back bumper of race leader Dave Blaney. Blaney is our most recent first-time winner in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. Kurt Busch wants to change that.
Yeah, Kurt really shown some strength the last few weeks. Also, look at this, Steve Park has gotten into the front here at Dover up to 3rd place. As Kurt now goes to the inside of Blaney, and it looks like off of turn 2, he's going to beat a race leader.
Definitely going to be interesting to watch down the stretch here. This fierce Rookie of the Year battle between Busch, Harvick, Johnson, Leffler, and others.
Yeah, overall, I think Johnson's looked pretty strong with those wins, but Harvick's been strong. Speaking of strong, look at this, Jeff Gordon. I've talked about him much yet this year. Runner-up for the championship last year, still has not won a race this year, and he's into the top 5 now, right behind Mark Martin, who led for a while.
Busch drifts up the track a little bit off of turn 4. That's going to allow Blaney to reel him back in. Actually, to correct Chip there, it looks like Gordon is in the 6th position there. Mark Martin still in 5th. As the 21 now once again looking for this race lead. Hugs a very tight line there off of turn 2. That leaves him right on the back bumper of that 60 car down the backstretch.
Yeah, Blaney clearly has a fast car. Say these 2 Fords here, though, if they get to battling, Steve Park is ready to pounce there in that 3rd position.
And Park had a great run at Lowe's Motor Speedway last week as well. So that team really starting to put something together here. As they finished 5th in points last year. And trying to build off of that here in this 2002 season.
Yeah, say Park got around Busch there, and actually Blaney drifts up the track there a little bit. That's going to allow Park to get to the inside. If nothing else, he's going to get those 5 Winston Cup bonus points here. That'll help him towards that championship fight.
And look at this. Mark Martin has managed to get back up to the 3rd position, looking for more now as he goes to the inside of the 21 of Blaney. Park coming up on the lap car of Ward Burton, and oh no, Ward Burton gets in the way of Park and gets spun off his nose, potentially damage to that 1 car. That makes Mark Martin the race leader.
What were you doing? Ward just merged right into traffic. That was stupid.
Park does come around in the 4th position. We see the replay here. Yeah, Ward Burton just merged right in front of the leader. Those 2 black and yellow cars get into it there. That sends Ward into the wall.
Steve Park shockingly did not come down pit road. He stays out in that 4th position. We'll see if there's any damage on that 1 car as Mark Martin leads them back to the green.
Tony Stewart, the lap car, once again to the inside of the leader. He held up Mark Martin on the last restart. What's going to happen this time?
Yeah, I don't know. We see a new 2nd place runner there too, Jeff Gordon. Looks like Mark Martin's just going to let Tony go so he can get to the inside. But yeah, Jeff's really come through the field today. See, it looks like Park is a little bit slow there, perhaps with some damage as the 99 of Jeff Burton easily gets around him for that 4th position.
Mark Martin still leading, but stuck in some traffic, and that's allowed Jeff Gordon to catch up to him. Gordon goes 3 wide up the middle there, down the front stretch, and he is now the race leader. Ken, the 2001 championship runner-up, get his first win of 2002.
Don't count out old Dave Blaney, though, on the inside there. He's running right behind the 55 for Kenny Wallace. Have to see if he can catch up, although looks like Kenny's going to hold up Blaney a bit and allow Gordon to pull away here.
Jeff Gordon looking for potentially his 57th career win. Look at this, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the pole setter, also trying to battle his way back up here. Earnhardt Jr. goes to the inside of Mark Martin for the 4th position. And oh no, here comes Ward Burton again. It looks like he's going to stay out of the leader's way, but that's got to at least be a little bit nerve-wracking there after what happened with Park earlier.
Yeah, Ward's just got to get off the racetrack here. They look at this. Tony held up Jeff a little bit. That's going to allow the 21 to get back to Jeff's rear bumper there. Jeff is to the inside of Tony now, but we'll have to see what happens here. Another lap car coming up, Bobby Hamilton, the 92 for Jeff.
Jeff Gordon, as we mentioned, going for his 57th career win. Dave Blaney going for just his 2nd. Closing laps here at Dover International Speedway. Mark Martin is caught back up to Jeff Gordon. Mark Martin going on a long winless streak right now, did not win in 2001. Gordon on a relatively long winless streak for his career. Who is going to snap their streak today? As now Gordon drifts up the racetrack, that's going to allow Martin to get to the inside.
Yeah, we'll see. Mark, is very hungry for a race win here. He's drove a great race today. Didn't run anybody into the grass like at Lowe last week. Kept a clean car, and now he is once again leading here at Dover. Gets the inside of Jeff Gordon, although they're not out of the woods yet, as that lap car there, the 92, Bobby Hamilton, is still lurking in front of them.
Do you think Dave Blaney still has a chance?
Yeah, I don't know about Dave. He's definitely slowed up a little bit over this long run. He was right there with Jeff a little while ago, but seems to have faded a little bit. But still, 3rd place, great run for that Wood Brothers team. Speaking of great runs, see Dale Earnhardt is up to the 4th position there behind them. So good for Dale, great run there.
You see also behind Earnhardt, that 25 of Jerry Nadeau having a great run today. Jeff Gordon's teammates. The 2 Hendrick cars currently in the top 5.
Yeah, Jerry's had a decent year so far, but just a quiet year. But yeah, top 5 straight. As we mentioned, Dale up to the 4th position. Good for him. Put together another consistent run here at this track that seems to favor veterans. Speaking of veterans, 2 of them battling out for the lead right here. As Mark Martin's caught some lap traffic. He's got it in both lanes. Rusty Wallace up top, Bobby Hamilton down low. He's going to try to follow Hamilton through low, but he doesn't quite close the door on Jeff Gordon. That's going to allow Jeff to get side by side with him down the backstretch here. Uh-oh, and here comes Ward Burton again. Come on, Ward, don't take anybody else out. So he almost got Blaney there, but they all escaped. And Jeff Gordon is now our race leader once again, gets around Mark Martin, but still has Bobby Hamilton in front of him.
And now the white flag is in the air. Jeff Gordon just has to hold Mark Martin off for 2 more sets of corners. We are happy to say that Ward Burton has made it back to pit road, so no more trouble from him. It's just going to be, does Hamilton hold Gordon up enough that Martin can catch him? I don't think so. They come around turn 4 for the final time. Jeff Gordon is headed back to victory lane here at Dover International Speedway, the 57th win of his NASCAR Winston Cup career.
Yeah, great drive for Jeff there, although solid run for Mark Martin. That moves him up to 3rd in Winston Cup points as Sterling Marlin continues to lead this championship.
And the 2 drivers involved in last week's down-to-the-wire fight for the win are our front row this week. Mark Martin on pole, Jeff Gordon to the outside. Winston Cup points leader Sterling Marlin starts on the outside of the 2nd row there, with a solid start there for Dale Earnhardt to his inside. Only 3 drivers getting sent home this week: Casey Atwood, Kenny Wallace, and Robbie Gordon.
Hey, we've heard that Robbie's team not too happy about these DNQs.
And now Martin and Gordon lead them to the green flag here at Pocono Raceway. We are racing in the 2002 Pocono 500.
Good start for Mark. Also good start for Sterling there. He's surging in front of Dale a little bit down the front stretch. Not a whole lot of movement. Looks like Mark is going to clear Jeff going into turn 1 here. Dale drives him in deep 2. And Jeff way up the hill there. He's all the way back to 5th position. And now Kurt getting to the inside of Dale for 2nd place.
Oh, we got contact there. Dave Blaney goes spinning off the track off the nose of Steve Park. He's going to save it, and we are going to stay green here at Pocono. What a save there by Blaney.
Yeah, what a save, although he probably would have liked a caution there to not lose all that time to the leader. See, Park slowed up there quite a bit. So he recovers, and Roush 1, 2, 3 right now. Martin, Bush, and Jeff Burton as they come to finish this first lap. That's quite impressive by them. You know, Roush Racing, they've been very consistent, but still have not won a race yet in this 2002 season. Certainly would like to change that today.
Mark Martin still leads. We go on board, though, with his Roush Racing teammate, Jeff Burton, who has stayed on his back bumper here. Martin drifts up the racetrack a little bit off of turn 1, and that's going to allow Jeff Burton to take a look to his inside, with Dale Earnhardt and his teammate, Kurt Busch, keeping a close distance there to his rear bumper. That's going to give him a little bit of a draft, allow him to get to the inside of his teammate, Mark Martin. Does Earnhardt try to make it 3 wide here? It looks like he's not close enough.
Yeah, great drive there by Jeff Burton. He's now the race leader, and once again, Kurt Busch continues to impress in these races. He goes to the inside trying to follow Mark Martin through for the 3rd position, as Burton gets those 5 Winston Cup bonus points.
Oh, we got trouble here, and off of turn 1, as Shauna Robinson has been spun around. That's going to bring out the caution for the first time today. Jeff Burton trying to hold off his teammate Mark Martin as they fight their way back to the caution. Mark drifts up the racetrack quite a bit there, and it looks like it's going to be no contest there for Burton, as now Jerry Nadeau goes to the inside of Mark Martin.
Yeah, we talked about Jerry at Dover last week having a good run, looking to follow that up here again at Pocono. Looks like he's going to get Mark to the line. Kevin Harvick going to be 4th coming back to the caution.
So it looks like we may have kind of a split decision here on whether to pit. Jeff Burton takes a look down pit road, but it looks like it may be rather lonely for him, as Nadeau, Martin, Harvick, and others are all going to stay out here. So can Jeff Burton rebound with fresh tires? We'll have to see what makes the difference here at Pocono Raceway. Yeah, look at that long line of cars all staying out. So was this the right decision by Jeff Burton's team?
Yeah, I don't know if that was the right decision. Look how deep in the field Jeff Burton is right now. Starting in around the 20s. Jerry Nadeau leads in the back to green flag. First time we've seen him leading a race in a while. His last win almost a year ago at New Hampshire. So, yeah, great to see Jerry out front.
Yeah, and all Hendrick Motorsports seems to be firing on all cylinders right now. You know, Jeff Gordon got that win last week. Jerry got a top 5. Look at this, though. 2 Richard Childress racing cars going to the inside of Mark Martin's Roush Ford. We've got Kevin Harvick and his teammate Matt Kenseth.
Yeah, RCRs.
And look at this. Rookie Kurt Busch headed to the inside of Nadeau, looking to lead yet another race here in 2002. Yeah, Kurt, I think that first win is just a matter of time for him. It looks like Nadeau's going to beat him back to the stripe this time, but he probably will not be out in front for long, as Kurt Busch as well as Dale Earnhardt Jr. are all right behind him. And don't forget Kevin Harvick still in the 5th position there too. 2 rookies once again in the top 5. Johnson has had the wins, but these 2 have had the consistency, Harvick and Busch, and that's what's going to win this Rookie of the Year title if they can keep that up.
Look at this, Dale Jr. coming to the inside there of Kurt. He's going to, and actually he's going for more. He's going to the inside of Jerry. And it looks like coming into the final turn here, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to be leading here at Pocono Raceway.
Earnhardt Jr. won the Winston a few weeks ago, but has still not won a points race in 2002. He wants to change that today, as Mark Martin now follows him through with Kevin Harvick up to 3rd place. Of course, Martin also still looking to snap that winless streak. Came so close last week. Runs 2nd once again here. Will he finish 2nd at Chevrolet again, or will Earnhardt Jr. fade? White flag in the air for Dale Earnhardt Jr. Kevin Harvick, the rookie, in 2nd place. Another rookie, Kurt Busch, in 3rd. His father, Dale Sr., in 4th. 2 Earnhardts bookend a pair of rookies here at Pocono Raceway. Can Dale Jr. hold them all off?
I don't know. That 8 car's been pretty good lately. We see his teammate Steve Park up to the 6th position there, so DEI good all around. And we'll see Jeff Burton have rebounded quite a bit from that decision to pit, but not enough to justify it.
Coming off of turn 3 here, Kevin Harvick takes one last look to the inside of Dale Earnhardt Jr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes down the front stretch to a thunderous roar of the crowd. He is going to get his first points win of 2002. He wins the Pocono 500.
Great job there for Kevin and Kurt, though. That's a very impressive run for both of them. And let's take a look at the new point standings. So Sterling Marlin and Mark Martin are now tied for the points lead, but Sterling gets the tiebreaker as he has 2 wins to Mark's 0. But still, Mark Martin continues to be very consistent here in this 2002 season, even without a win.
We head up north to the Michigan International Speedway for race 16 of the 2002 NASCAR Winston Cup Series, the Sirius Satellite Radio 400. Dave Blaney gets another pole here at Michigan with Matt Kenseth to his outside. Greg Biffle starts 3rd, and Mark Martin, who's been the story the last couple weeks, is 5th. Still looking for that first win of 2002, but now tied for the points lead. Ted Musgrave, Jeremy Mayfield, and Kenny Wallace are the 3 headed home. Coming to the green flag here, we've got Blaney and Kenseth. Now looking at the flag man, they are racing here in the Irish Hills.
Kenseth got a good start there. He actually beat Blaney to the line. Let's see what happens as they head down here in the turns 1 and 2. Pretty even so far. Blaney holding the bottom, Kenseth to the top. Looks like that bottom's going to prevail. And Blaney now clear Kenseth.
Biffle takes a look to the inside of that 31 car now. 3 Fords there on the bottom. Blaney, Biffle, and Martin. Again, Kenseth dropped down in front of Biffle. He gets a good run down the backstretch. Looks like he will not, and that's going to allow Biffle to stay to the inside there of the Kenseth. And he at least has a look to the inside there of Blaney.
Yeah, I think Blaney will lead this first lap here, get those 5 Winston Cup bonus points. But, yeah, watch out for Biffle here in a lap or 2.
Mark Martin, still searching for that first win of 2002, takes a look to the inside of his former teammate Matt Kenseth now. He's trying to get 3rd position. As Bobby Labonte, somebody we've not talked about a lot this year, goes up for that 5th spot on Jimmy Johnson as last week's winner Dale Earnhardt Jr. tries to follow him through as well.
Biffle is there. He goes to the inside of Blaney here into turn 3. And let's see, can he clear him? They both drift off the racetrack. Biffle is clear.
And that aggressive slide job to clear Blaney there is going to slow up Blaney a little bit. He actually gets the wall. That will allow Mark Martin to get past Blaney as Biffle gets those 5 Winston Cup bonus points.
Of course, Biffle, he's great at these 2-mile tracks, it seems. He finished 2nd place at California Speedway back in April, which was that closest finish in NASCAR history to Terry Labonte. So he continues to impress here at these 2-mile racetracks. Speaking of Labonte's, here comes Bobby to the inside of Mark Martin.
Bobby Labonte, like Mark Martin, on a long winless streak, not quite as long, but that goes back to April 2001 at Martinsville. The 2000 champion trying to change that here at Michigan today. He's up to 2nd place, and now taking a look to the inside of Martin's teammate Biffle for the race lead.
And don't count out Dale Jr. there. The last time that he won in 2001, that was back-to-back wins at Daytona and Chicagoland. And he's trying to do that once again here in 2002 as he looks for that 2nd position here at Michigan.
Labonte now, he likes to see this in the rearview mirror, them battling for 2nd place as he continues to pull away from this field. Earnhardt Jr. heads to the inside there of Biffle as Matt Kenseth tries to follow him through.
Yeah, Bobby's looked really impressive so far, but yeah, we'll see what he can do with Dale Jr. here as Biffle gets the wall there a bit off the corner. We go on board now with Earnhardt Jr. looking up there at Labonte. Seems to be fast, but Bobby's holding a pretty good gap right now as they head through turns 1 and 2. But, definitely be interesting to watch these two compete in battle.
Bobby Labonte still leads, but there's a new 2nd place driver. It's not Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 8, it's his DEI teammate Michael Waltrip who heads to the inside.
Yeah, Bobby better watch out for Mikey here in Michigan. This is where Mikey wrecked Jeff Gordon last year.
Oh, come on, Chip. That was a year ago. Mikey's not going to do that again.
Yeah, you never know what Mikey's going to do. But, yeah, he did pass Bobby clean there and now leads this race. Another great run for Kevin Harvick there in the 3rd position. Of course, speaking of similarities last year, that 30 car ran great last year with Rick Mast here. Earnhardt Jr.'s falling back here a little bit. We hear he might have a loose wheel or something. He actually battles the inside of Rick Mast in that 71 car right now. As we see Kevin LePage and Sean Robinson battle out in front of him.
Meanwhile, his teammate Waltrip continues to lead Bobby Labonte as teammates Kevin Harvick and Matt Kenseth run third and fourth.
Yeah, RCR, it was great. You know, they had a fourth place finish with Dale Sr. last week. Now they got their other two cars running in the top 5 this week. Michael Waltrip takes a real white line there off of turn 4. Bobby gets a look at the inside, but Michael continues to lead here. We go on board with Kevin Harvick. As we mentioned, that 30 car nearly won this race last year with Rick Mapp, and we've heard they're using the same chassis they did then. So Kevin, could he break through today?
Harvick takes a look there to the inside of Labonte. No pass yet as he continues to follow with his teammate Kenseth actually going the lowest here in turns 3 and 4, but that allowed Kenseth to get a run on Harvick.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes that low line doesn't work real good because they get the...
Look at this. Bobby Labonte looking back to the inside of Michael Waltrip here down the backstretch. Michael actually gets the wall slightly. That's going to allow Labonte to get a great run here down the backstretch.
And look at this. Kevin Harvick looking to follow him through here now. Bobby's going to drive Michael really wide of the wall. Actually, he's going to be generous here, not slide up and take that spot like Greg Biffle did earlier. Michael takes himself out by scraping a wall, and Bobby leads Kevin Harvick now up to the second position.
You see the field mostly single file here down the front stretch. Michael Waltrip continues to lose spots. You see Matt Kenseth go by him. As Labonte now, decent gap there, a couple car lengths to Kevin Harvick. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has battled back from that loose wheel earlier as he's now on the back bumper of Jerry Nadeau. We see another rookie there, Jason Leffler just in front of them, and a decent run today for Adam Petty in that 45 car as well. Another legacy driver there, like Earnhardt Jr.
And say, look at this. Kevin Harvick has caught up to Bobby Labonte here for this race lead. What's Kevin going to do? Looks like he's just going to follow Bobby into turns 1 and 2. But yeah, that's how you do it. You go high on entry, you go low on exit. And what a beautiful pass there by Kevin Harvick. Looks like he is going to clear Bobby, or almost, down the back straightaway. He definitely will going into turn 3 here.
And now the rookie Kevin Harvick is out front here at Michigan. Can he hold on? Jeff Burton also trying to make a pass there on Bobby Labonte. And look at this, Steve Park coming into view as well, as Harvick's teammate Matt Kenseth and Park's teammate Michael Waltrip stay in the picture there as well in 5th and 6th.
Harvick's not going to be leading for long. He did get those 5 bonus points, but that's opened the floodgates here. Jeff Burton is now headed to the inside of Harvick. Burton's going to drive both of them up the racetrack there quite a bit off of turn 2, and that's going to allow Steve Park to come with the head of Steve down the backstretch.
Harvick still hanging strong there on the outside, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. That line is not the preferred one. Burton goes to the inside of Harvick, as now Park tries to follow him through as well. Jeff Burton, again, one of those Roush racing cars looking for their first win as a team in 2002. Park and Harvick going to be very even at the line here as Burton continues to lead.
Yeah, I think Park will probably win it out here in turns 1 and 2. I think he's got a good long-run car. These guys have kind of used up their stuff here at the front, and that's what's allowing Park to make all these passes right now. Look at that. He's no effort to get past Harvick. He makes it look easy, and he is now right on the heels of Jeff Burton.
Once again, single file here up front. 1 Ford being pursued by 4 Chevrolets. 2 from Richard Childress Racing, 2 from Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. As Kevin Harvick gets passed by his teammate Matt Kenseth, who made a very aggressive move there off of turn 4. As Burton continues to lead here at Michigan, he's pulled away a little bit. Steve Park has finally caught up to Jeff Burton. He takes a look to the inside here, going through turns 3 and 4. Burton drifts up the racetrack a little bit, going to get a good run off the corner, but will that be enough to hold Park off? As Matt Kenseth also closes in on the leaders. He's right on the back bumper of Park.
Going to be close here at the line this time. It looks like, yeah, Park is the leader now of this race. What can Matt Kenseth do with him?
Burton still fading on the outside there. That side-by-side action will slow up him and Kenseth and allow Park to drive away a little bit. Meanwhile, can Michael Waltrip battle his way back into this? Or could Kevin Harvick, the rookie, get his first win here?
You also want to give an attaboy there. That 77 car, he is on the lead lap there. Joe Nemechek for Jasper Motorsports, the underdog here in this big cattle of Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, Richard Childress Racing, and Ralph Racing here at the front.
And here they come to the white flag here. Steve Park still leads. Does Matt Kenseth have anything for him? Or is Matt Kenseth, like at Lowe's Motor Speedway, going to have to settle for second?
Yeah, Kenseth, he's been consistent, but has not been able to get these wins yet. He slips up a little bit off of turn 2. That might have been the race there. It's actually Michael Waltrip's going to get to his inside. Yeah, we can just not say enough here about that 77 car, Joe Nemechek. He's beating Jeff Gordon and Bobby Labonte right now. That's incredible.
Looks like Michael Waltrip is going to get past Matt Kenseth for that second place. That may allow Jeff Burton to get all the way up to third, as that's going to slow up Kenseth. Dale Earnhardt Incorporated going to go to victory lane 2 weeks in a row. Steve Park is going to get his first victory of 2002 and the 4th of his career.
Yeah, great job for Steve today. That was very impressive. Actually 1-2 there for DEI with Michael Waltrip in second. And, yeah, just a great day all around.
Now let's take a look at the Winston Cup standings. Mark Martin now in sole possession of the championship lead. Marlin down to second place. Steve Park's win vaults him up to 8th place as the Winston Cup Series heads to a track that he won at last year in Finion Raceway in Sears Point, California.